If I come up and I fall off, that's on me. That's on me. If I come up and I fall off, that's on me. That's on me. If I come up and I fall off, that's on me. If I fold and I sell out.
Good morning, beautiful people. I'm at campus. It's Sunday, April 28th. I just turned on the printing machine because I'm at the printing room. I am going to be meeting my class today for the mini course, so I'm really excited. It's raining outside and windy, so my hair's a bit all over the place. But I only have about 30 minutes to get my things settled, so I'm going to be printing out the course syllabus, and then I'm going to also print the list of the students. That way I'll have everything on hand. And so today is orientation day. I might have to stop the camera here and there because I am at the printing room. There's no one right now here, but there are a lot of people on campus. Of course, my laptop is dead, but I'm super excited. I even brought my little stapler because I'm gonna have to staple the course plan for them together. But I'm so excited to meet my class. It's only gonna be a 1-hour orientation session. So right now they're with like the organizers of this whole event, and then at 9:30 I have to go downstairs and meet with them because I'm gonna show them where their classroom is, and we're just gonna go over the class content. So that's gonna be fun, and the parents are there too today, so that's gonna be good to meet them as well. But yeah, I am a bit tired because last night it was like a thunderstorm, but Kenzo slept with us, and he didn't let me sleep very well, so I'm a bit tired, but I'm still here. Got myself a little coffee, and then yeah, so I'm gonna do this, and then I'll catch up with you all later and tell you how it went. Good morning, beautiful people. Today is April 29th and it is a Monday. I arrived at campus at 7 o'clock in the morning on the dot because today is the first day that I get to teach. I had the opportunity to meet my students and their parents, and oh my god, they are so tiny. I mean, they're not tiny in size, but I mean in age, they're so young. So they're all between 14 and 16, and it was so funny to see them yesterday because when I was doing the course overview with them, they were like this, glued to their parents, like kind of like scared and shy. But then at the end, they were a bit more like asking questions. But in total, I am in charge of 6 students, so that's actually pretty good because it's manageable. And our classroom is a nice small seminar room in the new building, so it's really nice because we have a window and light and a whiteboard and a screen. So I'll show you my classroom in just a bit because we're gonna head there. So as I'm talking, I should put my stuff away because I have to be in class. Well, I want to be in class at 8:45. I have this on because it's really gloomy. It was raining yesterday, and I think we're supposed to get more rain today. So I'm sorry if I go in and out of the light. This light's on. But yeah, so we're gonna head over to the class. So yesterday I gave everyone a copy of the syllabus. I think there was one student who wasn't there, so I have an extra one, and I have mine because they printed 7. And so 4 of my students out of the 6 are from out of town. So I think they're gonna really enjoy this course, especially if they're thinking about coming to U Ottawa, because they're gonna get to see the city and think about it for when they're prepared to come to university. So I'm gonna show you all my course plan digitally, and I'll explain to you how I developed it. And yeah, so today's gonna be a fun day. Today we are just gonna do introductions, and I'm gonna take them on a nice campus tour. And then in the afternoon, so we get a 1 hour lunch from noon to 1, but then in the afternoon we're going to be doing a mini lecture. So we're gonna go through what is anthropology, and I'm just gonna introduce them to anthropology, and then after that we're going to do the Anthropology of Ottawa part 1. And for that I found a really good video that explains the brief history of Ottawa. So I'm going to show them that because it's 20 minutes, and they do a really good job at explaining, and they have nice images. So I'm going to be talking for the first mini lecture, and then for the second mini lecture we're going to watch the video, and then we're going to have a discussion, and then we're going to have the end of the day. So today is going to be a very relaxed day, but tomorrow is going to be very intense theoretically. And then Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday are going to be super fun, because Wednesday we're going to go on an urban walk. Thursday we're going to go to the Dominion Arboretum, and then Friday we're going to have the mini conference. So it's going to be fun. But yeah, so let me get all my things ready so we can head out. This is our classroom, and this is how I set it up so it's a bit more collaborative. And so we have our screen over here, our whiteboards, nice little window, another whiteboard, and all the students have plugs for them to use their laptops or charge their things. We have the podium there, and then this is our nice little view. So again, everyone's out for lunch now, and I'm about to have mine here because it's the first day, and if anything happens I just want to be available for the students. So for lunch I brought a sandwich, some carrots, cucumbers, and some snacks that I have in my bag. But yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this, and I'll talk to you guys later. Good morning, beautiful people. Today is May 1st, and it is 7:15 in the morning. So I got to campus at 7 o'clock on the dot, and I just quickly did my makeup. Literally just did some lip gloss, blush, and mascara, because today we are going to be going on our first field trip with a mini course. We're going to be going on an urban walk via the Rideau Canal down to Parliament, and then coming back to campus. And so it should be a really fun activity. I have that activity planned for us from 9:30 a.m. all the way till noon, and then in the second half of the day I'm going to do a quick discussion about the experience, and I'm also going to be reading a short excerpt of an ethnographic vignette for them. I have 3 in mind, but I'm not sure which one I'm gonna go for, because they're all interested in many things, but one of the things that I noticed, or that they've been expressing a lot, is that they are all animal lovers and nature lovers. So I might read them The Arts of Noticing by Anna Tsing. So I'm not sure. I might do that. I might do another vignette from a recent book that I read, and it was talking about researching Canada and Indigenous people in Canada, and that might also be relevant to our class content and conversations we've been having for the last 2 days. So yesterday was a really fun day. Well, it wasn't really fun, I would say, in the sense that we didn't do much, but I'm like adapting, you know, the planned course to the energy of the students. And so yesterday I had planned a very intense theory type of day, and I cut short some of like my morning presentations because I wanted them to actually have the experience of going out in the field and attempting to write some raw field notes. So yesterday morning they were all super happy when I took out the notebooks. I got them, and yeah, they were so happy to have them, and some of them wrote on them, some of them drew on them, others wrote like little poems, little lyrics. So they're really engaging with what I've been showing them for the last 2 days, which makes me really happy. But yeah, so yesterday was the one and only day where we had really lots of material to cover. But today we're going to be going on an urban walk, then we're going to have our discussion of the experience. I'm going to read them a little ethnographic vignette, and then we're going to be having our first writing workshop, and I have a little video that I want to share with them, and then I'm going to get them to experiment with the writing. And so tomorrow we're going to the Dominion Arboretum, which I'm really excited about. But one of the things that like I'm not really happy about is that when I was planning all of this, like I looked at the weather and it was saying that it would be like pretty much really sunny and warm, and this week, like I've mentioned or I've been complaining about, it's been pretty foggy, pretty gray, and it's been raining here and there. We're not supposed to get rain today, but it is going to be cloudy outside, so I mean it's still good because we won't be in the rain, but we won't be in the sunshine. In any case, I think they're still gonna have fun. So I have some administrative work to do today, and then I also have to prepare for my seminar tomorrow for the course I'm taking, and I just feel like I'm literally not stopping. Like I get home, I eat, and I continue working, which is fine, but it definitely is a lot. So yesterday I talked to them about quantitative research, qualitative research. I talked to them about methods, about ethics, and so they are going to be doing first order observations and third order observations during their walk, and I've created a little guiding questionnaire for them because they're like, oh, like how do we know what to write about? And I'm like, that is the challenge in anthropology, because in anthropology you cannot pay attention to everything at the same time, right? So writing field notes is also a selective process. And so given that they were a little bit hesitant, or yesterday one of the things I noticed that one of them commented was like, oh, just like observing can get boring. And I'm like, yeah, that's part of being an anthropologist. Sometimes you're, you know, with your participants or in the field and nothing is happening, and that's just part of being an anthropologist. So in any case, I think they're having fun, but I did write up a little guiding questionnaire for them. So for their first order observations, here I just want them to think about what they're seeing, right? So who do you see on your walk? What are they wearing? Where are they located? When are you seeing them? Can you name the things you're seeing? And then for the third order observation, I want them to practice some sort of participant observation, even though they're not going to be talking to other people, but I want them to explore their imagination and attention. And so the questions that I came up with was, what are you seeing during the walk? What are you hearing? What are you feeling? What are you tasting? What are you smelling? What are you touching? How does it feel to walk by the canal? And then I have a second section where I give them little mini challenges. So I have a challenge on imagination, a challenge on attention, and a challenge on describing. So for imagination, I put 3 questions, 4 questions for them. I wrote, imagine you can listen with another part of your body that is not the ears. How are you listening and to what? Imagine you can touch without using your hands. What are you touching and how does it feel? Imagine you can see with another part of your body that is not the eyes. What are you seeing? And so those are the questions that I have for imagination. And then the questions that I have for attention are, time yourself for 5 minutes to simply observe. When something catches your attention, follow it or observe it attentively. Write raw feel notes of what you're witnessing. So I went through field notes with them yesterday, and then I made a differentiation between field notes and ethnography. So during the walk, I'm going to get them to practice their raw writing field notes skills. And then in the afternoon, when we have our writing workshop, we're going to work more on turning those field notes into ethnography. And so the last challenge I have is time yourself for 5 minutes to exercise writing ethnography. Remember that what an ethnography text aims to do is describe life as it is lived and experienced by a people somewhere sometime. And I'm using this definition from Tim Ingold. And then I say bring your reader along for the experience. So that's describing. And then I have the name here of the vignette I may read to them. So it's called Traveling Through Layers, Hauling Water, by Carly Docus. And she talks about indigenous people here in Canada and their relations to water. But I've been collecting Ottawa books from the thrift shop. And so I brought a few books with me to bring along, or maybe just get them to skim through because they might be heavy to carry. But I brought Where Rivers Meet, an illustrated history of Ottawa. I brought the Reader Waterway book. This one's like heavy on the text, but it's nice because it has some images there of the canal. So I might bring that one with us. And then I have this other one, Nature and Natural Areas in Canada's Capital. So I might bring that as well. And then I have this one here as well, Capital Walks. So that's gonna be fun. And then I also brought my copy of The Mushroom at the End of the World, because like I said, I'm not sure which one I want them to read. Both of them are pretty short, about 4 or 5 pages, but I want them to have an example of an ethnographic text. And yesterday, after our little experiment of writing field notes, I try to demonstrate them the process of turning your raw fields into ethnography, but I really want them to learn this in the next 3 days. I literally cannot believe we have we're midway through the week, but I've been having lots of fun, so that's great. And yeah, so I'm gonna get my administrative tasks done and probably get some work done for my seminar tomorrow before I head out. But I'm also going to upload this writing guide onto the U Ottawa printing page so I can print it for them and they can have it with them throughout their walk. But yeah, so I'll catch up with you all later and hopefully show you a little bit of our walk. Hello, beautiful people. So we made it back to the classroom after our urban walk, and it seems like all of the students really enjoyed it. So I didn't bring a lunch today because we were out of bread at home and out of a few essentials, and I just didn't prioritize making my lunch this morning. But I went over to the boulangerie or the bakery at the Faculty of Social Sciences, and I got myself a veggie chili with an egg and bacon Danish. So I'm gonna enjoy that for lunch. And as I'm eating my lunch, I'm also going to try to write up my raw field notes into a quick ethnographic description so I can give the students another example of how we can transform those raw field notes into an ethnography. And I'm also going to probably show them some Natasha Meyer videos on becoming sensor because we're going to be engaging with trees and plants tomorrow. But yeah, things are going great. They are loving their field notes. So it's really nice to see them really curious about anthropology and what we're doing. And even though we're not covering like a lot, I'm trying to constantly repeat the same points of discussion that are important to keep in mind when we're thinking about anthropological fieldwork or anthropological research. So I'm gonna enjoy my food in peace, and then I will catch up with you all later. Good morning, beautiful people. Today is Thursday, May 2nd, and it is 8:30 in the morning. I arrived to campus at 7:30, so I've been here for about an hour. I just took the time to get ready, so I put some makeup on and did my hair, and just dealt with some administrative tasks, but I am ready to head out. I have to go downstairs to the 10th floor to drop off a few things and pick up a few things because today we're going on our field trip with the mini course. We are going to be visiting the Dominion Arboretum, and I'm super excited because there was a chance that there was going to be rain today. However, it's really sunny right now, so they're saying that there may be some drizzle but not a full-on like rainstorm. So I'm really happy about that because we're gonna be out walking for quite a bit. So our bus arrives at 9:30, and so we leave at 9:30, and then our bus picks us up at noon. And so I kind of miscalculated the timing because I thought like that I had put the timing for pickup at 11:30. And so we're gonna arrive about like 10-15 minutes after lunch started. So I told them to take that time of their lunch to enjoy it. And yeah, so I think things are gonna go well. I mean, so far the students have been super great. They loved going to the canal yesterday. They made lots of non-human friends on our walk, and yeah, overall I feel like they're having lots of fun. They're very excited to go to the Arboretum because many of them have not been there. And there should be lots of tulips that are flowering right now, as well as probably some cherry blossom trees here and there. And so I'm gonna obviously take you along as well for this little field trip, and hopefully you enjoy it. But yeah, I'm gonna head downstairs because I need to, like I said, go drop off a few things in the locker, bring some things with me, head to class, take attendance, and then head to the bus. So I don't want to be late, so let's get an early start. I'm probably also going to pick up maybe like a little pastry or something to eat, or I might just wait until lunchtime to grab something to eat because I didn't have breakfast, but I did have my coffee, so I'm good. And yeah, oh, maybe I'll just bring like a little snack from here. Yeah, I'll bring myself some crustaceans and some goldfish. This is why I love having these little snacks here in the office. So I'll bring that with me in case I get hungry. And that's it. So I'm also gonna be wearing my really cool Quest hat. So this is a cannabis company that I really liked, and they sent me this work care package like 2 years ago. But I love this hat because the name of the company is there, but You don't really see it because it's black. And every time I wear it, for some reason, people think I'm like a tree activist, which I kind of am now. But yeah, so I'm gonna wear that. Maybe I'll do a quick fit check. Yesterday was chilly, so I literally just wore my U Ottawa sweater and jeans, very like anthropologist like. But today, when we come back from lunch, I actually have to go into a seminar for an hour because like I mentioned earlier in the week, the seminar I'm taking this spring and summer starts today and tomorrow. It's the like introductory days, but I can't attend them the whole day. So I'm just gonna attend during my break, and then hopefully one of my colleagues can fill me in and everything that I missed, or I'll just like set a meeting with the professors. But yeah, so my nice little hat. I did bring my jean jacket. It's hanging over there in case it gets chilly. And I'm packing really light. All I'm bringing with me is my laptop, my snacks, and my cable bag. And then downstairs, I'm going to also bring some sharpeners and pencils for the students because they're bringing their field notebooks and they're loving them. So yeah, let's head out so we don't run late and we can have lots of fun today. I can't believe like the week is pretty much over. So tomorrow we're gonna have a mini conference in the morning. I'm gonna get everyone a nice little like breakfast. I already told them two of my colleagues are going to present their field work, and after the mini conference they're going to have about an hour and a half to work on their mini ethnographic vignettes. So I'm not making them do like a whole ethnographic text because we just don't have the time, but I've been talking to them about like representation and about writing in anthropology, and so I've gotten them to write raw field notes. And now yesterday we had our first writing workshop where I taught them how to turn those raw field notes into like an ethnographic vignette. So they're gonna have an hour and a half tomorrow to work on that, and then after lunch we're gonna do mini presentations, and then we're gonna have our closing word, and then that's it. I will have accomplished my first week of teaching anthropology to high school students. And so the experience has been so good so far, but I'll talk more about that maybe on Friday, or maybe on another day. But let's get going because we don't want to be late. So I'll catch up with you guys later. Good morning, beautiful people. Today is Friday, May 3rd. We are at the end of the week and at the end of the mini course. So today I came a little bit early. I just finished getting ready and I'm gonna head out now. It's gonna be pretty warm today. I think a high of 20 degrees, which sucks because I wish the weather would have been like that yesterday. Yesterday was a little bit cloudy and muddy at the Dominion Arboretum, but the students still had lots of fun. So yeah, today is the last day and I brought them a light little breakfast, which I'll go set up at the classroom and show you. So I just got them some juice, some fruits, some Timbits, and I'm gonna go downstairs and get some pastries as well. So yeah, I'm really excited for today. We're gonna have the mini conference in the morning from 9 to 10:30, and then from 10:30 to noon they're gonna work on their mini ethnography. Then we're gonna break for lunch, and when we come back they're gonna do their mini presentations, and we're gonna have a closing word, and then that's it. That would have been my first week teaching a mini university course to high school students, and I just have to say that like the students are awesome. Like yesterday I was walking around campus and I was like, oh my god, there's some like diabolic students around, and I say diabolic because they're crazy, but the students I got are pretty calm and really engaged with the content, so I'm happy with that. But I'm gonna go downstairs because I need to pick up a few pastries from the coffee shop downstairs, and then I'm gonna head to class to set up for a mini conference. So let's get going because I definitely don't want to be late today. I want to be there on time before everyone else, and I also want to be able to be there in case my colleagues come a bit early and they want to set up. So let's head over to class, and then we'll catch up later. Oh, and before I forget, so yesterday we came back from the arboretum about 15 minutes late, which is fine because I told the students go take your break, but that means that I got a bit later to the seminar, and I was only there for 30 minutes, which sucked because the conversation was really good. But today I'm going to be there hopefully for the full 1 hour of my lunch break because the seminar is 3 hours, so if I can at least be there for 1 hour, I mean, it's not too bad, right? But I've also asked my colleagues to share their notes with me, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, let's head to class and we'll catch up later.